Well, this is very exciting. This is the final scoreboard update. So much has happened since our first scoreboard update, all the way back on May 16th, when Craig from the YouTube channel FTFE made the score 1-0. I've received a lot of flack for the scoreboard. And as has been the pattern with the final experiment, I think it's just another example of majoring on minors. I'm a very competitive person, like to a fault. I honestly probably need professional help. When my wife asks our kids a question, say a math question or a riddle or a challenge, I just blurt out the answer before anyone else does. So embarrassing. But anyway, I'm competitive, and I think some competition in our lives is healthy. And this probably follows from being competitive, but I love sports. I'm what you would call a sports nut. And if you are a sports nut too, you'll definitely relate to what I'm about to say. So often you think about life in terms of sports, you know? I mean, just having a scoreboard is sports related. Now, when I came up with the idea for the scoreboard, I started wondering if TFE would even work. What if no one cares? What if no one thinks that this is a good idea? And my immediate fear was having a soccer score at the end of this, a super low score, maybe even goose eggs. And as many of you know, I'm a huge hockey fan. And so I was telling myself, if I can at least get a hockey score, this will be a success. Maybe 3-2 or 4-3 or even a 3-3 tie, and we can go to a shootout. And then if you're competitive, you love to dream, you know? So I would dream about a baseball score, maybe 6-5 or 7-5, just a solid baseball type score. Now, I will tell you right now that I never thought we would get a football score on our scoreboard. Wow, I am so encouraged by this. As a reminder, I originally invited 24 flat earthers and 24 globe earthers to participate in the final experiment. And having a 12 on the scoreboard on the globe side means half of the people I invited on the globe side decided to partake in TFE. So cool. And we ended up with 3 on the flat earth side. Well, the final tally on the TFE scoreboard goes to Danny Faulkner. Danny is with Answers in Genesis, and he has a PhD in astronomy. He taught astronomy and physics at the University of South Carolina for over 26 years. He has also published over 100 papers in various journals, and he has published a book on this topic. It's called Falling Flat, a Refutation of Flat Earth Claims. Now, Answers in Genesis has almost 800,000 subscribers on YouTube, making them the second biggest channel of everyone invited to participate in TFE after Professor Dave Explains. Make sure to check out the interview that I had with Danny Faulkner on the Answers in Genesis channel. And it's funny how life works. I actually met Danny about 20 years ago when he was passing through Colorado and speaking at a church near me. We lost touch after that meeting, and all these years later, we were reconnected because of TFE. And that means a lot to me because at the heart of TFE is relationship. From the very beginning, it was about breaking down walls and working together on this thing. And when 4 flat earthers and 4 globers come together this week, in person, face to face, my mission will be accomplished and my heart will be full, even before we go to Antarctica. Regardless of what happens in Antarctica, I sincerely hope TFE will forever change the current dynamic and end the animosity and just encourage people on both sides of this debate to listen to each other, treat each other as fellow human beings, and most importantly, work together in pursuit of truth. With that, I will sign off. Final score, 12 for Team Globe and 3 for Team Flat Earth. It was truly a memorable time, and we will now depart for the Great White South, Antarctica.